Now, some of you guys, I watch your videos and they're like 25 minutes long. They're like half an hour, you know, sometimes on the average anywhere between 20, 30, 35 minutes on the average, you know. So that's why I got to keep putting, you know, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I need to figure that out. So anyway, but yeah, I like vining plants. I like sweet potatoes and stuff like that because, you know, and as, oh, that's what I was saying. The reason why I like them is as I'm getting older, you know, I like the bigger pots and you can fill them up with, you know, and I don't like mixed match things. I'm trying to find the word, de- demanding would be a good word. I'm very demanding. That is a noisy truck going by. Anyway, I'm very demanding on my color coordination. I just am. I'm 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 I'm, I'm outside a lot. And these people that have these mix, that's another reason why I like to do this myself. I right now am looking for a certain color of impatient. And they throw all these colors together, and I don't even think they look good together. Oh, that was loud. I don't even think they look good together. See, it got me on a rant. Got me on a rant. I don't even think because I don't know. I'm very color oriented. When I have two of something, or even three, I can do three. You know, you put these in pots. I want them to be either this whole thing to be one color or two colors. And colors are very important to me. So why don't you just sell me the cell pack with all the same colored flowers instead of you don't know what you're getting. Some of them aren't even a blossom. You're like, well, I'm taking my chances. Me and my mom, we did this years ago, and my friend sister-in-law too, and we did this. We go to the greenhouse and nurseries together, and we didn't like the flowers, you know, we didn't like the colors, and we all had different tastes. So she's like, well, I'll trade you that one cell pack, and I've done it with a lady in the greenhouse one time. You just look at her and like, you want these? I'll trade you those for those, and we just grab right out of that cell pack. We just poke it right out, because you know it has the root. We poke it right out, and we would trade, and I would do it, but I asked her, you don't want to get caught doing that, but if you got somebody you can talk into trading colors with you, say yeah. So yeah, there you go. You know, trade that way. You're not stuck with these colors that you don't like at all, and it has nothing to do with your colors, your theme, your color theme. I'm very almost like bitchy about it. I did, I swore. I shouldn't have swore. But you know, I'm like, I get like, and if I can't find the color I'm looking for, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I will say I have settled. There's such thing as settling. Saying, well, it's not the color I wanted, but I will buy it just because it's all the same color. Instead of all these reds with these pinks, with these whites, with these whatever weird color that is. I don't like that at all. I don't. And so any of you out there who's watching people's videos, see what people like, I don't like it. Either one or two colors or solid color packs. And that's why when I do my own, I don't have to be that way, you know, unless I get mixed colors. And like I do, I have mixed colors here of that celosia. That is mixed colors. I do have mixed color things. Moss rose, it's mixed colors. I don't care about that. Sometimes I don't care. But other times, especially if I'm doing it in a pot, and I'm, you know, and my husband buys everything in two for me. This is, you know, it's a funny story. He buys me two of those flowers. I was like, why'd you buy me two? He says, you do everything in two. It's like, what? No, I don't. He says, yes, you do. He says, two or three, everything. And I'm like that. If I'm going to have two pots, I want equal amount of, or three. That's about as far. And I am that way. So when he bought me a gift, he He bought me 2 of them. And I do have 2 of them. My son and my nephew. They bought me 2 trees, magnolia trees. They both bought me 1 tree each. So I have 1 in the front yard and 1 in the back. My son and everybody was surprised. They're like, "Oh, I'm surprised. We expected you to, you know." And then you think, how could somebody like me? How can somebody like me like a shake and bake mixed garden? Because I've already put my mindset there to have a cottage garden, to have a wildflower garden. That mindset's there. They're not in pots. And my theme, especially if you have a theme, you know, what was I going to plant next? What was this? Oh, sunflowers. Which ones? The colors. You know, so, you know, especially if it's going to be like in a moon garden or something like that. That's different. That's a different place. You know, that's why I'm so picky about things like that. You know, these are those, what are these called? American seeds? Yeah, American seeds. You know what? I say I never do all the seeds, but these guys there's so little seeds in the mix, so I might do the whole seed packet. Aren't those pretty? Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not. I just heard something about sunflowers. I think I talked about it before, I'm not sure. About how sunflowers take up too many nutrients in your garden, so you should plant them away from your other vegetables. But then some people say they plant them right in there. I planted them on the outskirts. I've never planted them actually in the garden boxes or in with my vegetables. I always put them on the outskirts. I've never grown these successfully. Never. I don't know why. The mixed ones, I have. I have done these. I thought this was the Mexican mix, but I guess it's not. Maybe that was something else. And I was going to buy and I didn't. I decided on these. But these I grew last year, and these did well. Not last year, the year before. Sorry, last year hardly any. We had a beautiful spring. Look at all these different seeds. I don't know if I can show you. No. Oh, different. I can't believe I actually pulled that off. I'm kind of impressed with myself. No, joking aside. But, oh, I lost count. But sometimes you do have to do all the seed packs, so. But we'll see how it works out. I'm going to try it different ways and see what happens. And see what we can accomplish, what will. Well, those are. Then I'm going to do the other ones, and I think I'm done, you guys. I think that's the last bit, and I went through 15 minutes. So part 3. We've been getting a lot of big trucks. Our neighbors are trying to put their houses back together. Had a couple of incidences here. So. Let me see. Yeah. And so that's why I'm hearing loud noises. But yeah, I was going to say, oh, that's what I was going to say. I never grew these successfully, and I don't know why. I keep trying. And one of these times I'm going to figure it out. One of these times, I know I lost train of thought because that truck went by, and I was looking to see what else I had to do, and had me a moment of boo. Oh, look at, I have one extra. This I didn't do the whole package. This one I didn't. Because I got more in that one than the other one. I don't know why. Mixed seeds, you get less. Normal everyday seeds, you get more. But I'm going to look through my stuff and see if I got everything. I got morning glories, the mixed flower morning glories. I have the dwarf morning glories, for white forklocks, rose campion, lamb's ear, cilantro, I believe moss rose, and lemon mint, and hollyhocks. I think I did everything. I think I have all my seeds that I'm going to plant. Flower seeds. The rest I'm going to direct sow in the garden. These are cell packs. All these are about is cell packs. When I show you, I'm not going to, I don't, oh, I was going to, that baby's ear. Baby's ear? That's, oh, that's horrible. Oh no, I can't breathe. Babies, oh man.